Sup guys, I'm Metalhead. I'm doing 150 classic albums by the end of the year. The Beatles is on that list. Rubber Soul is the first one. I basically never heard Beatles apart from like Here Comes the Sun and I Want to Hold Your Hand, that sort of thing. My mum and parents don't like the Beatles. My partner loves the Beatles. Yeah, I have no idea what to get into. I've heard some songs off Abbey Road, um, because it was like playing in the car while me and my partner were driving, and I liked it. It was like darker and like heavier than I expected, but I know that like Rubber Soul in this era of the Beatles is a lot more poppy, um, which I know that both my partner and my mum just don't like at all. But I'm coming in with an open mind. Who knows? Rubber Soul might be the best Beatles album. Heck you, Abbey Road and Sgt. Pepper's. But yeah, let's get into it. Mm,
Asked a girl what she wanted to be.
mm.
She said, baby, can't you see?
I already like how directional, like with the older albums, it's something that I'm missing with new albums. I'm sorry for posting it so quickly, but like, is the directional sound. Do you like Pink Floyd using it in Dark Side of the Moon so often, and then the Beatles using it here with just having the guitar?
Be famous,
Yeah, the guitar playing here. I just really like that.
a star of the screen. But you can do something in between. Baby, you can drive my car.
Mm,
Yes, I'm gonna be a star.
mm,
Baby, you can drive my car. And baby, I love you.
mm.
I told that girl that my prospects were good. She said, baby, it's understood. Working for peanuts is all very fine. But I can show you a better time. Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star.
I I really like this. I really like this, and it's like, but the Beatles fan and my non-Beatles fan, mom and my partner, um, both don't like this era of the Beatles. But this is so good. Like this is really good. I really like it. It sounds so pristine for like 1960s. I know that's always spoken about with the Beatles, like they revolutionized production, they revolutionized like what um music would sound like because just going 10 years back from the Beatles, right, is going to sound so much more dated. It's going to sound like Elvis Presley. It's going to sound and that's like the best example. It's going to sound like a lot of more bare bones audio. But this is something that like maybe not today because we have so much musical progression where like we have synth pop, we have new wave, we have all of that sort of stuff. So I don't know if like this quality could be done today, but this is like easily could have been done in like the 90s or like 2000s or something like that. Like it sounds very fresh and very good. So like I don't understand how someone could hate it from a technical standpoint of like, oh, this just sounds dated. Like it doesn't really even sound dated. Um, I also really, as I said, really love the like directional production.
Baby, you can drive my car. And baby, I love you.
Mm,
Beep, 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 yeah. Baby, you can drive my car.
Oh, I love this.
Gonna be a star. Baby, you can drive my car. And baby, I love you. I told that girl I could start right away.
Also, like even vocally, right? Like everyone talk like I think my understanding of the Beatles is very flawed. Big, and I think a lot of people's understanding of the Beatles, and it's the reason why they get like so much like retroactive hate because the Beatles is the biggest band of all time. So it's like obviously there's going to be tall poppy syndrome if you're coming from Australia, where you just like try and tear down the biggest. And the Beatles, I feel like, is just like an example of that. Um, but like a lot of this, like with what I was touching on, with like a lot of the music, the assumptions is just very wrong. Like I want to hold your hand is so like sickly sweet and like my understanding of the Beatles, like coming in before, without understanding like some of the songs from Abbey Road, shattering that belief a bit. But with it is like, oh, they like appealed to like the lowest common denominator is like how they were portrayed. It's like, oh, they were a boy band. They weren't like trendsetting at all. Like it's like What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction, but they were lauded as like the greatest things that has ever been made. And it's like I and in that disparity between like, oh, One Direction, you can like them, but like the idea of like, oh, they're the greatest band of all time, it's like that's a bit weird if you're not a 14-year-old during the time. And that's like the sort of stigma that I feel like the Beatles has. And then every single time like a critic goes like, oh no, it's really good, it just reinforces that idea. And I just think that's like a completely within 2 minutes, that's like completely a stupid idea because the vocal styling of like that's not a vocal styling of like a poppy it's pop rock a bit, but like it's not like the vocal styling of like the lowest common denominator like music. That is a very I don't know. There's like people that like listen to Led Zeppelin and listen to Pink Floyd and that sort of thing, and they look down on the Beatles, and it's like I don't know how you can. There is not like a direct through line, but like the vocal stylings and stuff like that, there is like similarities there. There are similarities with probably because the Beatles influenced everything, but like yeah, I just don't get it. I wonder who is the vocalist at this time because they sound really good. I don't think it's Paul McCartney. For whatever reason, I don't think it's John Lennon. Is it George Harrison?
I got no car and it's breaking my heart, but I found a driver and that's a start. Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Baby, you can drive my car, and baby, I love you. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah.
Wait. I think I looked it up and apparently that is meant to be Paul McCartney. That's so cool. That's so interesting actually, because that's for whatever reason not what I thought Paul McCartney sounded like. This is a really good track. Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get the Beatles hate. Even this area of the Beatles, I just don't get it. Um, Also like every single person, like the type of like my family, right? They love Pink Floyd. And I remember I kind of like rage baited them a tiny bit because I've heard some like a few tracks off of Abbey Road, and I don't remember any of them, but like I remember the feelings I had towards them. And with my family, I was like, oh, I listened to Dark Side of the Moon. The vocals are clearly the Beatles inspired, which I feel like is undeniable. But they're like, no, no, how dare you? And it's just interesting to me because the type of person that would like Pink Floyd or the type of person that likes like Led Zeppelin and then maybe doesn't even listen to like newer music is like, oh, the instrumentation. I miss the saxophones. I miss like the horns. I miss like um real instruments, that sort of thing, right? The piano playing in this, it's not just like a strum on the guitar, like basic sort of stuff. Like the pianos adds a lot of layers to this track too. Like in the right side of your ear, it's like this has real instruments. I just don't get why. I might be like I used to shit on the Beatles as for fun, just to rage bait because I knew nothing about them. But like as someone who actually might have listened to the Beatles and then shits on them, I just don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. Now that I've heard at least this track, yeah, I don't get it. It's just really well made, like unbelievably well made, especially for mid 60s. I love the folk elements in this one already. Like this is like I can't I keep harping on this. Crowded House is something I grew up listening to because of my family. Already like the folky elements of here, it's like reminds me of Crowded House. Like I don't understand how you could hate it.
She's shown me her room, isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked
That's so interesting. I think I got John Lennon mixed up with Paul McCartney because for whatever reason, I like this vocals here is what I probably would have thought Paul McCartney sounded like, but this is John Lennon.
Drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled up to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit the fire. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood.
I like this one less than I drive my car, but I don't know if it's just a stylistic thing or maybe I don't know. I would have to keep listening to more Beatles to find out if like because I'm making assumptions straight off the bat. Do I just not prefer John Lennon's voice to the other band members? That sort of thing. Because I like the instrumentation of it all, and it's not bad, vocally, but it just I don't know, didn't catch me as much as I drive my car. That car, like that song is so good. They're like actually so good. Sorry, the dog's barking. But yeah, interesting. I'm curious.
When I call you up, your line's engaged. I have had enough, so act your age. We have lost the time that was so hard to find.
I'm pretty sure it's Paul McCartney. I've just looked it up. I really like Paul McCartney's voice. Like really like Paul McCartney.
Lose my mind if you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. I don't know why you should want to hide, but I can't get through. My hands are tied. I won't want to stay. I don't have much to say, but I get turned away. And you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. Time after time, you refuse to even listen. I wouldn't mind if I knew what I was missing. Though the days are few, they're filled with tears. And since I lost you, it feels like years. Yes, it seems so long, girl, since you've been gone. And I just can't go on. If you won't see me, you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. Time after
I would need to know what like the Beatles influences were. Like what I would need to listen to more music before the Beatles to be able to see where like to accurately ascribe them the sort of influence that they have. If that makes sense. Because like every single track here sounds like it's influenced every single thing post it. But I don't know if that's because they originally were the ones that did like the folky sounds that kind of comes from into Crowded House from Norwegian Wood or like this like the way that the pop track is like made. Um, I haven't heard a earlier version of something like this. So I'm going to attribute it to the Beatles. But like this track, it feels like it's echoed through time. Like this sound, the way that the vocals are, all of it. It feels like it's just echoed through time. Um, so I don't like this sounds unbelievably influential, this track, because it feels like I've heard so many different elements of this song in so many songs where I've growing up. But I don't know if it starts with this, if that makes sense.
Time you refuse to even listen. I wouldn't mind if I knew what I was missing. Though the days of you, they're filled with tears. And since I lost you, it feels like years. Yes, it seems so long, girl, since you've been gone, and I just can't go on. If you won't see me, you won't see me.
Just a just a perfect track, and again, I think like it sounds so fresh. I think because the sonic elements are obviously so used throughout time, like they were so influential that it in turn makes the Beatles sound super influential. Like imagine if like another band from the time was as big as the Beatles, and then those were the sonic elements that end up being super prevalent throughout music. The Beatles might sound a bit dated, but because every single piece of the production is well made, and then also these sonic elements um, reverberate through time, they still sound fresh, which is really cool. It's very like I haven't listened to a lot of '60s music. I'm going to listen to some Rolling Stones and stuff like that, but on my classics list. But yeah, this is so cool. It feels, as I said, it just feels so silly to hate on it. To me, unless you're like just being a little shit stirrer like I do, like it seems a bit silly to just hate on it.
He's a real
Oh,
nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. Doesn't have a point of view, knows not where he's going to. Isn't he a bit?
I'm wondering who, because I know Paul McCartney, John Lennon, and George Harrison are the ones singing this. I'm looking it up as I go. Um, I am wondering which person. There's like a voice in there. I don't think it's Paul McCartney's. It might be George Harrison's. I just absolutely adore. Um,
Like you and me. Nowhere man, please listen. You don't know what you're missing. Nowhere man, the world is at your command. He's as blind as he can be, just sees what he wants to see. Nowhere man, can you see me at all? Nowhere man, don't worry, take your time, don't hurry, leave it all till somebody else lends.
I think it just might be Paul McCartney again, just doing different vocal stylings. I really like Paul McCartney, um, which is the most basic take. I feel like Paul McCartney is like just the number one Beatle that people like talk about the most, probably because he's always kept relevance. But yeah, I really like Paul McCartney's voice. I can't wait to listen to a track with George Harrison because I'm pretty sure I like George Harrison too. Like I vaguely remember that from um, listening to him with my partner. Um, yeah, I really like it. This one is definitely like close to Drive My Car. I loved Drive My Car, and this was very, very close to.
Doesn't have a point of view. like you and me. No man, please listen. You don't know what you're missing. No man, the world is at your command. He's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. Making all his nowhere plans for nobody. Making all his nowhere plans for nobody.
Yeah, I love that track so much. That's a nice guitar that I instantly just heard. Um, yeah. Try My Car I still think is my favorite, but like that might be one of my favorite tracks ever. I really like that was a really nice song to just start off with. Mm.
I've got a word or two to say about the things that you do. You're telling all those lies about the good things that we can have if we close our eyes. Do what you want to do and go where you're going to. Think for yourself, 'cause
I think this is George Harrison. I really like his voice as well.
I'll be there with you. I left you far behind. The ruins of the life that you have in mind. And though you still can't see, I know your mind's made up. You're gonna cause more misery. Do what you want to do and go where you're going to. Think for yourself, 'cause I will be there with you. Although your mind's opaque, try thinking more if just for your own sake. The future still looks good, and you've got time to rectify all the things that you should. Do what you want to do and go where you're going to. Think for yourself, 'cause I will be there with you. Do what you want to do and go where you're going to. Think for yourself, 'cause I will be there with you. Think for yourself, 'cause I will be there with you.
I really like that one. I need to listen to a John Lennon song again. I need some more John Lennon that isn't doing like vocal harmonizations with other people because I want to see if Norwegian Wood is just a like slight standout to me being like, oh, I slightly just don't vibe with his voice as much as the other ones because John Lennon is talked about so much. I would say that he's the second most popular Beatle behind Paul McCartney. So I'm curious.
Say the word and you'll be free. Say the word and be like me. Say the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, sunshine. It's the word love. In the beginning I misunderstood, but now I got it. The word is good. Spread the word and you'll be free. Spread the word and be like me. Spread the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word
there's a lot of like beauty in the simplicity of the instrumentation because like there's like a bit of like the maracas shack, I'm assuming it. There's like it, there's like some guitar and there's some drumming on the left, but it's very like scant and there's some harmonization. Um, and but like I don't know why. There is I don't know why, because like it feels like it would be a bit too bare bones. If another band did it or something. But like the way it just really works. Like it's not like attacking your senses or like or anything like that. Like even pop music today, I feel like it has like a lot of strong tones to it, where like it is encapsulating like all of your headset, and then you're very like I don't know. It's like there's a very soft, well balanced meal compared to like something that you absolutely love that's like greasy and you like chow down. That's the thing you'll eat every single day because it's so strong and tasty. But like with this, it's like a well balanced meal that I feel like, oh, is it missing something? I don't know, but like I still really enjoy it. It feels like it should be missing something, but it kind of isn't. I don't know.
Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. Now that I know that for you must be right, I'm here to show everybody the light. Give the word a chance to say that the word is just a way. It's the word I'm thinking of, and the only word is love. It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. Say the word love. Say the word love. Say the word love. Say the word love.
Yeah, it's such like a bare bones track. But and if because of that, my brain instantly goes like, oh, it's missing something. But I don't think it is, and I still really loved it. And there's like no flaws I could like find with it. But it's like there just feels like surely there's something more in there because that's what a normal track like that's what a track would normally have. I don't know.
Michelle, my belle, these are words that go together well. My Michelle, Michelle, my belle, Sunday mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. I love you, I love you, I love you. That's all I want to say. Until I find a way, I will say the only words I know that you understand. Michelle, my belle, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. I need to, I need to, I need to, I need to make you see what you mean to me. Until I do, I'm hoping you will know what I mean. I love you. I want you, I want you, I want you. I think you know by now. I'll get to you somehow. Until I do, I'm telling you so you'll understand. Michelle,
Every single track off here, I really love. I really love it. The only one I have a slight gripes with is the Norwegian Wood, but like I love every single track off of here, and I do ratings on the side because I do reviews. On my TikTok I have like 120. On my Discord I have like 500 album reviews, and I don't know. Like I want to rate every single song highly, but then I'm like, oh, what if like the next Beatles album is as good? It's like, but I can always just go back to this and rate it. So I think I'm just gonna rate every single song on how much I love the song now, like I should, and then go back and see how my time changes because I feel like this is definitely going to be the one of those times where like with like Kendrick Lamar, right? Where I listened to Kendrick Lamar's first album and I was like, oh, this is fucking perfect. This is perfect. And then I listened to his next one, I'm like, oh, that's better. It's better than perfect. And I'll keep doing that because Rubber Soul isn't considered one of the Beatles' best albums. I think it's considered like top five, but it's like the ones that are always mentioned is Abbey Road, Revolver, White, Sergeant Pepper's, then Rubber Soul, I think. Like I feel like Rubber Soul is always considered like fifth, fourth sort of album for the Beatles. So it feels weird for me to rate this like higher than like 99% of albums because um yeah, like I might listen to Abbey Road and Abbey Road is just a lot better, and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I'm feeling like every single track here is just perfect. It's very low key perfect though. I like it.
What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You are tearing me apart when you treat me so unkind. What goes on in your mind? The other day I saw you as I walked along the road. But when I saw him with you, I could feel my future fold. It's so easy for a girl like you to lie. Tell me why. What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You are tearing me apart when you treat me so unkind. What goes on in your mind?
I mean, it says playing uptight a bit, so I'm trying to look up who's this voice because it sounds like quite a bit different to the other ones. But I don't think it's Ringo. Ringo never sings. But like, is it like John Lennon or is it George Harrison? Because it's not Paul McCartney. There's like no way this is Paul McCartney. I don't know why it does it. Like, the most important thing when listening to the Beatles would be finding out which person is singing because they have such rich like music history, but I just can't find it.
I met you in the morning, waiting for the tides of time. Now the tide is turning, I could see that I was blind. It's so easy for a girl like
All right, I just looked it up. It's Ringo. I like Ringo's voice more than John Lennon, I think, which is a very hot take. I'm pretty sure. Like, that's how I'm feeling. I'm liking Ringo.
you to lie. Tell me why. What goes on in your heart? I used to think of no one else, but you were just the same. You didn't even think.
Like the way that like Ringo is always portrayed is that he's like this like mutant creature that has like zero IQ that like licks pavement, and then he's in the band, and then he's surrounded by these genius musicians, and then he's just kind of there for the ride. Um, so like vocally, I would think that he would have like a more boyish vocals or something like that, but like his vocals, he sound like he does. No, the depiction of him is just so crazy because his vocals are like very mature and like it's less high pitched. Like he has even like more manly vocals than Paul McCartney, I think.
Someone with a name. Did you mean to break my heart and watch me die? Tell me why. What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You are tearing me apart when you treat me so unkind. What goes on in your mind?
Yeah, it's a pretty good track. I Why does Ringo get so much hate? What the hell?
Is there anybody going to listen to my story? All about the girl who came to stay. She's the kind of girl you want so much it makes you sorry. Still you don't regret a single day. Ah, girl.
It's so interesting how they use directional sound. Like having all the vocals on the right ear, it feels so unnatural. But it's so interesting.
When I think of all the times I've tried so hard to leave her, she will turn to me and start to cry. And she promises the earth to me, and I believe her. After all this time, I don't know why. Ah, girl. She's the kind of girl who puts you down when friends are there. You feel a fool. When you say she's looking good, she acts as if it's understood. She's cool. Ooh, 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 girl. Was she told when she was young that pain would
Oh.
lead to
I looked up. This is John Lennon. This is a really good John Lennon track. This is a really good John Lennon track. These vocals are so gorgeous compared to the Norwegian Wood one, I think.
pleasure? Did she understand it when they said that a man must break his back to earn his day of leisure? Will she still believe it when he's dead? Ah, girl.
I really like how like you could focus on your left ear the entire time and be like encapsulated by the instrumentals, and then you can focus on the right and just be encapsulated by the vocals. It's a really cool way to like divvy up the track, and it adds like so much more layers to it. Because if I was listening to both, I think it's like quite I think it's better with them separate. Like I just think it sounds better with them separate, which is so interesting because that's just so unorthodox to have it like that. It's unnatural. Like I don't like I'm like this. I'm like, why is my headphone a tiny bit broken? Like I'm hearing more on my left, but yeah, it makes the track better, and I like it for it.
Where did you go? I thought I knew you. What did I know? You don't look different, but you have changed. I'm looking through you.
I will say that I just like Paul McCartney the most. His tracks are so good. They're the highlights on this album at least. Yeah, this one sounds so like his vocals are just so encapsulating, captivating. I mean,
Your lips are moving, I cannot hear. Your voice is soothing, but the words aren't clear. You don't sound different, I've learned the game. I'm looking through you, you're not the same. Why, tell me, why did you not treat me right? Love has a nasty habit of disappearing overnight. You're thinking of me the same old way. You were above me, but not today. The only difference is you're down there. I'm looking through you, and you're nowhere.
his vocals are his vocals are easily the best. They're so great.
Tell me, why did you not treat me right? Love has a nasty habit of
Like the way that he has like such a pleasant voice, and it's like a sort of soft voice. Like all of them have pretty soft voices, and he's able to keep the softness and the pleasantness within his voice when he's also doing like the yelling raspy stuff. Like that, like the vocal take of that, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it a billion times. Because to I don't know, walk the tightrope of that tone is just so well done.
disappearing overnight. I'm looking through you. Where did you go? I thought I knew you. What did I know? You don't look different, but you have changed. I'm looking through you. You're not the same. Yeah, oh, baby, you changed. I'm looking through you. Yeah, I'm looking through you.
This might be the craziest question because I have no idea about technology. I'm a new person. I'm 23 years old. With the fade-ins, we have that so easily, and like when I'm doing editing for a video, right? I can literally just drag and drop a fade out, and then I can change it, right? They didn't have digital interfaces at this point in time, and I don't know what type of equipment they had when it comes to producing and mixing. So like when you do a fade out like that is like so perfectly gradual, is that like would that be hard? Like would that be really hard to just like make it so it perfectly fades out? Because like you wouldn't want it to just drop and then you could notice that. So to perfectly smoothly fade out, I feel like you would have to. I'm assuming there's like a twist of a knob or something like that when you're with like the mixing station. To do that, you would that would be hard, so much harder. Now it wouldn't be like impossible. It's not like stupid difficult, but I just find that like if I am correct that you would have to like do it, you have to have like a perfect consistent rotation. And that might just be tedious. If I was doing that, it would be like, oh, it would be one of those like small things that might take like 2 minutes to do. If this is the case, it'd be like one of those small things that takes 2 minutes to do, but it would it would be just annoying if you mess up like twice and you're like, oh, damn, I'll have to do it again. I don't know. I don't know. This one sounds so fresh. Like, not dated at all.
There are places I remember all my life.
Oh.
Though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends.
This is why we're better than Drive My Car.
Some are dead and some are living.
I will admit though, whenever Paul McCartney and John Lennon are together, as much as I might not love John Lennon by himself vocally as much, when they're together, they're unbelievable. Like unbelievable. This track and Drive My Car, my favorites. I love.
In my life, I love you more. Oh, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
Yeah, I don't know if I like Drive My Car more. I don't know which one I like more, but these two are the best tracks off of them for sure. These are such great songs.
It's been a long time, now I'm coming back home. I've been away now, oh how I've been alone. Wait till I come back to your side. We forget the tears we cried. But if your heart breaks, don't wait, turn me away. And if your heart's strong, hold on, I won't delay. Wait till I come back to your side. We'll forget the tears we cried. I feel as though you ought to know that I've been good as I can be. And if you do, I'll trust in you and know that you will wait for me. It's been a long time, now I'm coming back home. I've been away now, oh how I've been alone. Wait till I come back to your side.
Whoa, like this track and the last one is like it's so crazy. It's on the same like I feel like this one's also on the same level as Drive My Car. I love these like, and then I'm looking through you. It's also amazing. Like this last three tracks has been unbelievable.
Tears we cried. I feel as though you ought to know that I've been good as I can be. And if you do, I'll trust in you and know that you will wait for me. But if your heart breaks, don't wait, turn me away. And if your heart's strong, hold on, I won't delay. Wait till I come back to your side.
Yeah, this one been my favorite too. I don't know.
The tears we cried. It's been a long time, now I'm coming back home. I've been away now, oh how I've been alone.
That might be my favorite. It's hard. It's hard. It's gonna be so hard. I love them. Mm. Mm. The back half of this album is so great. Like the front half was already like perfect in like a nifty way.
Needed someone to love.
Mm.
You're the one that I'd be thinking of. If I needed someone,
Mm.
if I had some more time to spend, then I guess I'd be with you, my friend.
Mm.
If I needed someone, had you come some
This one doesn't like this one doesn't have that many streams, but like to be fair, Beatles came in late, but like to Spotify, but I feel like I've heard this a billion times. Like I feel like this feels so Beatles. This is Beatles. And the best of Beatles too. Like when I was thinking like previously, if you like, this is the type of song from the Beatles where I'd be like, oh yeah, this is them, and I can see why they're good. I would still mock them, but like I can see why they're good with this track. But I don't think I've heard this one before. But it's such quintessential them, like all of the vocals harmonizing so perfectly together, and then making such like a full, nice sounding track. It just sounds like it was on the radio a lot for me. Hmm. Let me go to the last track. Hmm. Oh. All right. I vaguely can. I can just tell from the lyrics that this is probably John Lennon. Whoa. The really bad lyrics. Well, not bad in like technical sense, but like morally bad lyrics is John Lennon. I'm so shocked. Um, doesn't take away from like my enjoyment. I when I point this stuff out, I feel like I'm not going to just be like, oh, he's a bit of a bad guy, and I think it's seeping through in his music with his lyrics. Better give him a very low rating. I'm not going to do that because it's still like I feel like it's silly, and especially it's the '60s. Um, but yeah, this track is still one of the best on the album. Mm. Interesting end to it. Because I don't know if the like lyric like it feels like with this album, it's not like it's not a concept album or anything. It's just like every single member having like a little song for themselves, like, and they just like place it together. But like there's not like an overarching theme too much. I don't think. Yeah, it's interesting to leave it off with this one. Still, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people hate on the Beatles. This is like meant to be their fifth best album, and it's like yeah, it's like a top. It's one of the best albums that I've heard. Like out of 500 albums, I don't know, probably like top 5% ish. Just really well made album. Um, yeah, I am so curious to listen to the rest of their catalog because I know this is even the parts of Beatles that my partner doesn't like that much. Rubber Soul is still the best of the earlier stuff, but for them, but like they don't like the earlier stuff at all. So I'm curious about that. I think for me, the albums that I have on the classics list is Rubber Soul, White Album, Revolver, Sergeant Pepper's, Magic Mystery Tour, and Abbey Road. I think those are the ones, and I'm probably going to do it in chronological. But I'm more than happy to go back and listen to the other Beatles albums as well and react to them as well. I hope that you enjoyed it. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Peace.